So first things first, you want to open a brokerage account, right? So like I mentioned earlier, you saw some of the brokerage companies there. Again, some of those you're familiar with because of your retirement account for your 401k. So if that's easier for you, just go to your company, right? And open a brokerage account, right? So a brokerage account is going to allow you to buy individual stocks or ETFs or invest in index funds, right? Typically your retirement account is usually just for your 401k or other IRAs like a Roth IRA. Again, if you need assistance, you can YouTube any of this, right? So YouTube, how do I open a brokerage account with Fidelity? How do I open a brokerage account with Vanguard, right? And if this is too much for you and you just want to get started, then I would recommend just open a TD Ameritrade account, right? And I'll go through that in a second. But also, here's some, I'm comparing Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, which are one of the well-known ones. And most of them are the same, right? So they're going to allow you to invest in stocks, options, ETFs, or mutual funds. Again, you have access to those Roth IRAs. There's very little differences, honestly, in most of them, especially except with Vanguard. When you start investing in mutual funds or index funds, some of those have a minimum of 3,000, but not all of them do. And anyways, just giving you a quick example here. But let's say if you wanted to look at how to get started here, you can go to Ameritrade, right? If you go there, open new account, you want to open an individual account, go through this, fill it out, and once you get there, basically you have access to buying stocks, right? I personally use Vanguard and also have Fidelity, and I've also used Charles Schwab, so like I said, you can't go wrong. But in terms of simplicity or just getting started, I think Ameritrade is it's a good option. So you can't go wrong. And once you do that, well, now we're ready. So hey, welcome to another video from Abundancia Mindset. So recently I've been posting some of my monthly check-ins to show you some of my investment progress. And the point of this is to show you how this isn't overnight. This is going to take some time, but with consistency and budgeting, you'll be able to make your own goals, right? But I know I don't typically tell you how to actually do it, but in this video, this is what I'm going to show you fairly quickly. So let's just cover what a brokerage account is, right? So you can pause this video and read for yourself, but ultimately a brokerage account gives you access to the stock market, right? And other kinds of investments. So a brokerage account is an actual financial institution that's going to allow you to buy stocks or also open a retirement account, right? So many of you, if you go through my blog or other videos, you'll see that I talked about the differences between different IRAs, right? Like a Roth IRA or even your 401k and mutual funds and index funds, right? So go back and do a little bit of reading there. But ultimately, what we want to do, or I want to do in this video, is just to show you how to actually sign up and how easy it is to sign up. So there's a lot of different companies out there, but if you already have a 401k, right, like let's say with Fidelity, or if you just want to go with a different institution, in my case, I like Vanguard, you could just Google opening a bank account with Vanguard, right? Or opening a, how to start a brokerage account, right? So from here, I can literally type that, how to start a brokerage account, and type in either Fidelity or Vanguard or Charles Schwab or SoFi, whatever you feel more comfortable with, right? They're all the same, and most of them won't require you to have any upfront money to start off with, right? So in this case, let's say you decided to go with a Roth IRA for your retirement account. This is again the same process that you would go through to open a standard brokerage account. But so if you can open your Roth IRA here, open a new account. And it's up to you however you want to transfer it. Most likely you're going to do electronic back transfer. And then obviously if you don't have a new login here. And at this point, give this a read for a second. And now you're going to open a retirement IRA and you're going to do Roth IRA, right? So again, our Roth IRA allows you to contribute up to $6,000 yearly, right? And that investment can be invested into any kind of index funds or mutual funds. And later I'll talk about, you know, what's the best methodology there, right? But eventually, just to give you an idea, this is where I'm going to stop this video, but it's, as you can see, it's fairly easy to start something like this, right? Same thing for Charles Schwab or for Fidelity, right? So if you want to do Fidelity, again, you could just do how to open a brokerage account with Fidelity, right? And even if you need further help, there's YouTube videos out there that make it simple. But the point of this video is just to get you, to show you that this isn't difficult. Anybody can open it. And it's just the terminology. But again, online, Google is your friend as always. And yeah, that's the conclusion of this video. So make sure you do it and start investing.